Hey, people often ask me, do I have to desensitize a horse? Well, you really don't have a choice in it. You have to. The reason is that horses have an instinctive built-in mechanism in which to be scared of everything. That has kept them alive in the wild all the way up to this date. We as teachers, we need to go ahead and this, when I say we as horse owners, have to teach them what to be scared of and what not to be scared of. So now that we know we have to, the next question is when do we start doing it? Well, you may not realize it, but you already have. When just brushing your horse, using a towel, using the towel to talk with your hands. There's many horses I've gone to, even for trimming, that I can't move my hands around because the horses get all upset. So it's something that you're going to have to do forever. What gives it a bad name is everybody wants to start at the top. And they want to go ahead and actually scare their horses with a little bit more heavy-duty type desensitizing. When it's really, you should just stay with the simple stuff. Your brushes, your jacket, something simple, because most everybody will always give treats to their horses. Well, I'm not against it. Actually, I'm favorable of it because horses learn by association and treats are a good association. The difference is you don't want to hand feed it because then they'll associate your hands with something being eaten and your fingers look like carrots. So the little trick is put it in a plastic bag. Feed it through the plastic bag. So the horse understands that the plastic bag is actually what's feeding it to them. So they aren't scared of the plastic bag. Actually, my horses will go chasing after it if it's blowing across the field, where most horses would run from it. There's many daily things, like your neighbor making a heck of a lot of noise when you're trying to tape with his lawnmower. Simple things like putting a pad on. When horses come to me to be taught for saddle teaching, the horse is scared to death of anything being touched to him. So I have to spend a lot of my time just teaching the horse to accept the pad and the saddle. All these things should be done prior. As much as you can do for your horse to teach. Putting on a fly mask. My horses don't wear fly masks, so you just see she just kind of moved from it. So, but yet she trusted me to put it on. Well, why did she trust me? Is because I've done enough desensitizing just through the regular day, plus I have done, I believe, one day with both of them for earlier taping, which you'll see. So they've gone through enough desensitizing situations that they learn to trust you and learn to trust that really the human world is quite crazy and that there's a lot of weird stuff going on. So go ahead and just get used to it. You know, it's something that humans just do. And if you really don't want to work very hard, which a lot of people don't, is incorporate dogs and kids. They're the greatest desensitizers. Wherever I've gone in the past, they go, kids sit down, dogs on a leash. Heck no, let them out and run. Because they're the greatest. They have all this energy. They do the weirdest things. I have them do as many weird things as possible. I played kickball and football out in the horse pastures with the horses there. And boy, you know, that's a great way to desensitize them while you're having a great time. Just ignore the horses and let them do whatever they want while you're having fun, and they'll mellow out, especially if you're a herd, like my horses think of me. So they want to be with me. So the reason they want to be with me is because I'm the hierarchy and we're a herd. So if I'm not making an alert and saying this is scary, then they're going to say, okay, it's not scary because he hasn't sounded the alarm, which is the job of the matriarch or the head horses. So she wants to look at the neighbors, see what the neighbors are doing. So really where the desensitizing goes wrong is everybody wants to start at the top and scare their horses. And the object is not to scare your horses, but to introduce as many things as possible. But as you introduce the simple things, then yes, you need to start doing something a little bit harder. Obstacle courses are actually desensitizing also, because you're setting something up where the horse is scared of it and saying, I don't want to go over it or through it. And you say, no, I tell you that it's okay and you should listen to me because I'm the boss and you should obey me. And I'm telling you it's fine. So you're going to desensitize forever and ever and ever. It just won't be that much work, and you shouldn't make it work. It should be simple for the horses, and it should be just part of the life, but yet you have to say everything that you introduce, you said, I have to desensitize this to my horse first. It may only take a second. It may take an hour. It may take days. But it's not up to you. See, she's not nipping for me because there's no bag and there's no treat. So when it comes to the horses, as teachers, we should never say, what's wrong with the horse? Why is it scared? You should say, oh, you don't understand? Well, let me help you understand. These are the key ingredients. So go ahead and not tell people to settle down. Take your horses right into every situation you possibly can in a controlled situation so that you can teach if your horse needs the teaching. So then when you get stuck out on the road and something is happening that may scare your horse, then they aren't going to be scared of it because they think it's a test, that you're going to test them. So they go, oh, that's Gordon just going to test me to see if I mess up. So I'm not going to mess up. I'm going to be good. So these are the tricks that you have to do with your horse. You shouldn't ever say, here, I'll do it for you. You should say, here, I'm going to try and get you to be bad. And the horse goes, no way, I'm going to be good. So make it a game so that they think that you're always testing them. And then you'll have a great time with your horse.